Hey everybody, it's Overkill here with a multiplayer battle in 1212 AD. So, a couple of days ago, me and Pixleated Apollo played a couple of battles, and this was one of them. It is a forest battle, as you can see, very heavy fog. We thought we'd go for something a little bit cinematic, so hopefully I can manage to show you guys the action in between all these trees and fog. But we went for a nice land battle, me playing as the Duchy of Lithuania, and Pixleated Apollo taking the Teutonic Order. So, yeah, you can definitely tell it's the Teutonic Order when you go over their units, and it's just look at them. Obviously, it's the Teutonic Order. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I am Lithuania. Yeah, Lithuanian something, Grand Duke. There we go, the Duchy of Lithuania. So I went for a pretty simple army. I have a bunch of units of armored spearmen. A bunch of units of Ruthenian archers. I have my Lithuanian Grand Duke, of course. I have some far-flanking cavalry, this Noble Cav. So you can see them. And I have some more units of armored infantry and Ducal axemen, and they look really cool. And they are really devastating on the charge, as you could imagine.
The enemy has been spotted.
But yeah, these armored units, the armored spearmen, armored infantry, they're really important in this battle. But anyway, without further ado, let's, of course, kick this into normal speed. And yeah, so you can see my men, I'm adopting a bit of a open formation. I'm just spreading my men way out, whereas Pixelated Apollo is keeping to this block of infantry. So it's interesting, we have two different things here. Of course, these units are all hidden right now, so I can't see his. I can see these units here, so I have an idea of where his line is. But all of my infantry are hidden, so I actually get the drop on him, and I actually managed to charge in a little bit, which was quite entertaining. And soon enough, there we go, we spotted each other.
They're hidden units. Our troops are being ambushed.
So then I start giving my axemen attack orders. And we're going to get this epic charge. And this looks so cool. Apollo was a bit worried. He's like, oh god, the crossbowmen, oh no. And here they come. Oh, we have a bit of a skirmish engagement. He charges cavalry through the woods. Boom, taking out a lot of the axemen here, which was not good. But here you can see a charge going off here. The battle of our two-handed weapon infantry. Absolutely devastating, with the Teutonic Knights just pouring in. There we go, there's my armored spearmen getting in there. That unit that got charged by the Teutonic Knights, of course, is broken already. Now you can see this unit of Ducal axemen has charged out of the woods against this infantry here. Epic. And you can see I'm sending in some armored infantry there. I had some archers up here, and they were taking some shots at some units back here, but he brought up some spear sergeants, so I definitely didn't want to be messing with them. You can see I'm starting to flank my cavalry around. They were hidden, but they've been spotted. So now Apollo, of course, is like, oh, I need to go attack with these spears. Yeah, they start going around. My target was to hit his general and some of his crossbows. Sorry about that, my camera and mouse was a bit messed up. Oh, but here we go. Here comes a rear charge from my general, or at least I was going to attempt to. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna run him around, and he's gonna charge right into the side of this whatever this unit's pronounced. I don't know. You can see I didn't get a charge off there, so I try to pull back, and I attempt to charge again, I believe, or maybe not. Okay, you can see my cavalry over here are finally coming out of the woods. We're gonna get a charge on these crossbows. Boom. A bit unfortunate timing, though, because the spears are right there. So I try to run these units away, and it does work. And now you can see the Ritterbruter charging into my archers, which probably isn't a good thing, but at that point, it was better than them charging into my infantry, in my opinion. So the fight in the woods is still going strong. You can see our infantry are just chopping each other to pieces. Most of my axemen are dead now. But you can see, actually, this unit only got 8 kills. Wow, that's the one that got charged by the cavalry. This went up to 100. Very epic. Very epic indeed. So you can see that's where I got to charge in with my general. Or I might have just ran into the fight by accident. Pixelated Apollo recharging my archers, but I charged my general up against his Richter Brooder. And now you can see that this unit got to charge in, killing a few more Livonian auxiliaries. And my cavalry is over here fighting one unit of Richter Brooder and his general. They're doing pretty good for themselves. They're getting 78 kills, but that unit, I end up losing that unit, sadly. So you can see I'm trying to get this cavalry into the fight there, and I decide that's a lost cause. I'll end up losing that unit, so now I decide to charge his Livonian auxiliaries over here. Here we go. They have javelins that they throw in. They hit a few of them. And just look at the devastation that this causes. Look at that. So many lost on that. Look at the kills just exploding. Absolutely devastating. But of course that unit does get pretty messed up. You can see over here, I do lose this unit of Ducal Axemen. They did their job, those 68 kills. But I did break his infantry over here with my general. So now, this unit of armored infantry can now flank these this sword unit, whatever, Schwert Brooder, I don't know. But yeah, and the fighting just continues. Just look at this. I mean, look at that, just weapons swinging everywhere. It's epic. Absolutely epic. So you can see now this flank is looking pretty bad for me, actually. He has most of his units over here. Like, he has a few units engaged. But then, like, all of these relatively fresh units are still over here. He does get a charge on my swords here. You can see that the knights that did hit carve right through. They don't kill a lot of my guys. So you can see they're starting to drop now after that charge. But you can see they punched right through and knocked some of them down. But as later units or later men came in, they killed a few more, which wasn't good. But you can see over on this flank, I am winning. Spear sergeants getting overwhelmed by the mix of all my infantry. Apollo's general is just sitting here. I'm not quite sure if he gave him like an attack order and something wrong happened. I'm not quite sure, but you can see his knights get another charge here. Apollo's knights, you know, you can't stop them. They shatter that unit, which was not good for me. And yeah, you can see this flank is pretty... It's strong for him. I'm not quite sure where my general ended up. I have no idea where I ended up putting him. There he is. So I'm just trying to run him away so he doesn't die, obviously. Now this unit has broken and come back again, but you can see they have 60 kills now, which is good. Actually, no, I was thinking of this unit. 123 kills on them. You can see Apollo's general charged in. They went everywhere. I managed to take out one of his knights there. And you can see that this sword unit is not in a good situation. Being attacked by multiple Teutonic units. It's not good. They're completely surrounded. I've lost this spear unit, or it broke at least. But over here you can see I've completely killed off all of his infantry. So now all of this infantry is just pouring in over here into this unsuspecting Teutonic unit. And you can see that they will very quickly get chopped to pieces. I managed to get my general all the way over here, and now we're dueling. It's my general versus his. And he has some spearmen coming towards me, so I'm like, oh god, I need to support my general. Ducal X-Men, get in there. And they end up fighting with the spear sergeants while my general fights against his. This was a very important moment in the battle. And as you can see, it's not really going in my favor. I rushed my units into this fight. I rushed them in to help against the Grand Master, but it's just too late. My general is in a terrible situation. He's wavering. But as you can see, my units do get into the fight before he breaks, but he does break. And now Apollo realizes the danger of this situation, so he decides to leave. And I end up taking out quite a few of his knights doing that. You can see the unit was brought down to under half strength. And my general comes back. What a boss. And you can see the infantry engagement over here is going good for me. I've broken another one of his units, so now these units are free to charge in. But of course I wasn't paying attention. So they're just sitting here. But you can see these units are charging around. They're going after these crossbowmen. Soon enough, I should realize what's going on here. But you can see the fight over here is going good. My men are surrounded, but they're fighting to the last. And here we go. The last epic charge. There we go. three extremely strong units fighting in a battle against some diminished units. It's not good. It's not a good situation. You can see these men are chasing off these crossbows. Apollo's general goes for one last charge on these Lithuanian archers. But, yeah, at this point, it's looking a bit rough. So there we go. We've shattered a bunch of his infantry. So now we're just dealing with these spear sergeants and his general and a couple of crossbows. So you can see he goes to charge his men in. And they managed to knock down quite a few of my men. But it's just not enough. As you can see, my infantry are just swarming over his spear sergeants. And now my spears are ready for a flanking charge. And there we go. Into the flank of those spear sergeants. And they just cannot stop the power of Lithuania. Not today. And there we go. You can see this situation is pretty good for me. My general still kicking, takes out a bunch of those units, and now that is the end of it. A Pyrrhic victory. So let's take a look at the stats, see how Pixleated Apollo and myself did. And you can see there, my general getting 239 kills. The armored infantry being the real MVP of this battle, almost 200 kills each. This unit of Ducal Axemen getting 216 kills. As you can see, they did really good. This cavalry, 158. Awesome. And for Pixleated Apollo, his cavalry did really good. His two units of, what are these? Richer Bruder? Whatever they're called. Yeah, Richer Bruder. They did really well for themselves. Over 500 kills between the two units. And yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that battle. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below as always. And if you want to see more, make sure to tell me, because I have a couple of more battles against Pixleated Apollo. Although they might not be as cinematic and epic as this one, I'm sure watching the replay could make them look quite good. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. If you enjoyed, make sure you're subscribed, because more videos are gonna be coming out every single day. So yeah, thank you to Haxo, Nicholas, and Fish for pledging $5 or more per month on Patreon. You guys are the best, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.